Welcome to Thoughts Off the Stem. Thank you for joining the sesh with me, Justin Barone. I hope you're having a good day, good week, good month, good year. Hope the life's being good to you. Because life's getting weird. I've been talking about this a lot lately. The thought I have for this week is, why is everything a conspiracy now? Like, why everything? I feel like there's always clearly been conspiracies, but it seems like grandma can't go to the store and get milk without it being a conspiracy about how she's going to take the whole family down. You know what I'm saying? Charlie Kirk thing's a conspiracy. Flat Earth, guys, ice walls. Now we got rocks that are full of aliens flying by the Earth. For surveillance. This is our paranoid state of mind. This is where we're at now as a society. We're paranoid about everything. Is it because too many dads left when kids were little, when we were growing up? Is that the problem? Everybody's just been stuck in a basement, like loathing life and hating their parents, so they've now emerged as undersurface serpent dwellers. And now they have to put some kind of conspiracy label on everything that happens, because that's the only way to explain what happened, because the thing that happened can't just have been straightforward and that was the thing that happened. There has to be more to it all the time. I get that our government hasn't given us real comforting leadership lately, but everything, every time something happens, the government's out to get you every time. I don't know if it's every time. I'm not saying that you should blindly follow the government, but also you should be smart. And the consensus, and I'm not saying follow the trends, I'm saying the consensus of very smart people is that rock that's flying by us is an interstellar piece of star, I guess it is, or asteroid or whatever. It was something at one point, and now it's a space rock floating through space. It's things we've never seen before. That, how can you say, well, that's not how that's how much hubris humans have, right? They have to be able to explain everything. I know everything because I know everything. That's what we're like as a species. We also make things more difficult than they need to be, clearly. Because who looks up to space, sees a space rock, and then when the scientists go, yeah, hey, we've noticed this too, it's different, but it's still just a rock. Why does everybody else go, can't be rock? It's like you and your buddy Brad are sitting on your back porch. You're having a couple beers, you're smoking a joint, you're looking through the telescope because you're star junkies, and you look up and you're like, so I heard the other day that thing's a comet. Well, I'll tell you, from my professional backyard beer drinking, weed smoking, telescoping activities, my professional point of view is, no, it's aliens. There's aliens inside that rock, steering that rock, because they want to know more about us. Really? Really? What are we talking about here, Brad? You know nothing. You work in a garage fixing mufflers and doing oil changes. I don't think you're qualified to talk about how there's aliens in a rock that is zooming by Earth. I'm just saying. And then that gets parlayed to social media, because everything has to go on social media now. Everything. You can't just record something and have it for you. You everything goes on social media. Once Kim Kardashian and Ray J fucked, and the event of the invention of the internet, when those two things collided, they gave birth to everything goes on the internet now. Everything. There's not one thing that is safe from not going on the internet. Even old stuff goes on the internet now. The flat Earth conspiracy. Now, look, I'm not a scientist. I'm also not a spaceman, and I've never been to space, and I probably won't ever go to space, because space terrifies me. But people are like, no, it's flat. It's like a coin. but all the other planets aren't flat? Wouldn't everything be flat? If flat Earth was flat, if Earth was flat, Jesus. If Earth was flat, would you not wouldn't the other planets be flat too? We're the one anomaly in the solar system. We're the one coin. Like, just for whatever reason and purpose, like, we just ended up on a flat thing, whereas everything else is a globe or a ball. I feel like that's highly unlikely. Also, okay, this ice wall idea. Again, haven't been to the Arctic, haven't expressed an interest or an understanding of what the ice wall actually is, other than a border for, like, our civilization, because we're contained. So I can't say for sure there's no ice wall, but I'm pretty sure there's no ice wall, because the smart people that study this kind of thing were like, hey, we are somewhat pear-shaped, not total round. We're not flat. The sun doesn't, we don't circle the sun circles us. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how people and their like, I guess armchair quarterbacking, right? You think you know everything. And especially now that you could just go to TikTok and be like, hey, Stan says it too. Stan says it's flat. He saw it. He saw it in these videos. Like, how many people are out there? Like, flat Earth is becoming, to me, very much similar to, like, Bigfoot. Because, like, how many people have, seen Bigfoot, right? I love the idea of Bigfoot. I think the idea and the thought of, like, there being Bigfoot, dude, I want a pecorilla. Like, other than the shitty smell that they will always smell like, I really want to know a Bigfoot. But Bigfoot also terrifies me because he's like a man, but an ape, but a man that's a giant that could tear you apart. Like, imagine a ripped Andre the Giant that's full of hair, and he's just walking around the woods. Probably bigger. Like, maybe it's a double Andre the Giant. Either way, big dude. Way bigger than you. Feels like a building compared to a person, And then the next thing you know, he kills you. Like, that's what's terrifying to me. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, I was saying that the conspiracy is very much like flat Earth. It's like 7 people say that they've seen it. There's some very questionable footage about whether it's true or not, but yeah, people believe it. People that don't leave the quarter mile they live in believe these things that there's no possible way for them to substantiate it. I get it as like a thought game, or like a, what do you call it? Like one of those, I don't know what the right term is for it, but like a thought game. You could go through all the possibilities of these different conspiracies. Like, imagine there was dinosaurs in the middle of the Earth. Imagine the Earth was hollow. Imagine the Earth was a dime and we're just a hockey puck sliding through space. Okay? Does it change anything? Not really. You just want to pretend that the government is lying to you. Is it because the amount of information that comes out to us on a regular basis has now, I think COVID screwed us, dude. I think COVID gave us too much time to sit around and read articles of nonsense. Do you know how many people it takes to put on a conspiracy? Jesus, my throat is really dry lately. I think I gotta give I think I'm gonna have to get rid of my vape. Just stick to the weed ones because I don't do it that often. What was I saying? I was saying that. Do you think that... What was I saying? Shit. I coughed myself into stupid. Oh. Nope, I forget. Something about sliding a puck through space. Like how... Okay. Oh yeah, there might be dinosaurs in center Earth. Is that where I was? I think so. But imagine that there was dinosaurs in the middle of the earth and it's not liquid magma. Okay? How does that work? Like, think about it logically, right? If you build a structure, the structure has to have like stability. It has to be engineered in a way that if it's tall, it can withstand high winds and weather and all kinds of crazy stuff, right? So theoretically, the earth would have to be built somewhere in a way, sorry, not somewhere, in a way that keeps its structure, right? But yet somehow in the middle of the earth, the same size as the outer earth or slightly smaller, like there's a new world of dinosaurs and pterodactyls and things you can't even imagine that would rip you apart. Like, does that really make sense? I know that there's a lot of space from the surface that we stand on to the center of the earth, but I feel like if you really think about it, I don't think it's like fully feasible, The moon landing or not moon landing, whichever side you land on, that would be I would be more into like, okay, maybe, maybe not. I'm still not convinced. I still don't know. I don't know what side I fall in because I'm like, why would they do that? And then at the same time, I'm like, kind of makes sense that the government might do that. But also, I feel like, the pictures from space are real because it's not just one country that has pictures from space. A bunch of countries have pictures from space. You know what I mean? I could understand if only one guy was like, hey, I got pictures from space, and be like, well, I don't know that I believe you, It's very weird to me. So that's why I think that all of these conspiracies are born out of, or not conspiracies, the obsession with conspiracies and the way society sort of projects conspiracy onto everything. I think that stems from, I think COVID did that, dude. I think it put everybody into a state of like, you fucked with us, and now there's no trust. Like, there used to be points in history where you could like off presidents, kings, whatever, and get away with it because the public's like, oh my God, what happened? Like, think of Game of Thrones, think of like Vikings. All these guys get like poisoned or taken out, and everyone's just like, well, okay, next. Thank you for leading us, And in life, I think that a lot when COVID happened, it really, like brought all that sort of secrecy and conspiracy to the forefront because people were trapped in their homes. I think that's where, if all these conspiracies are true, and that's where the perpetrators of these conspiracies are, they've exposed themselves. So now nobody's like, I trust you, and they'll just look at everything has to be a conspiracy. Everything. It doesn't matter what it is. It can't just be like, oh, that guy got mad at that guy, and then people ended up falling over. Like, it has to be like, yeah, but that guy's association to this thing brought back around to the fact that his manager or best friend was actually involved with this thing, and then he needed this thing to get he needed you to get this thing for him, so that so then they just took him out. Like, do you know how many people have to be quiet on that? Like, that's a lot of people, dude. I don't know. I feel like, especially if you're trying to keep it secret. But maybe that's the thing. Maybe some of these things that people consider conspiracies are worked together. So I guess they might be a conspiracy, okay? But they're worked together in a way that it's not believable. Like, you could see some of the connection. But logically, if you're sitting there like, okay, I'm the person that has to decide whether or not this is fact or true, right? And then you watch these conspiracies and you're like, okay, well, this doesn't make sense. Like, if there's a Bigfoot, I feel like there's enough people now that you would see a Bigfoot. Because if you go to the jungle, okay, and if Bigfoot is anything near human or gorilla, the gorillas will come out of the forest. So I feel like if you were near where Bigfoot lived, Bigfoot would be like, what are you doing here? And come check you out. I feel like that would happen. I don't feel like I don't feel like 7 people would have seen Bigfoot, you know? Same with I don't know, I kind of believe in spirits, but I don't know that I believe in ghosts. Cuz I feel like sometimes there's like an energy. So I feel like that's what comes from the spirit, an energy that's around you that's like, oh, that's feels like this person or whatever, right? But I don't know about ghosts. Like I've never really walked through a house and this like a guy from like, you know, 7 like okay, if all these people died and became ghosts in houses and these houses are like 100 plus years old, right? Why are there no cavemen? Because think about it. There has been a lot of death over the evolution of Earth or the evolving of Earth to get us to and then us here. So why are there no caveman ghosts? Why is there why is there no guy in your house that comes like you're watching Matlock or something at like, 10 at night or 11 at night, get ready for bed, and then all of a sudden in the living room comes this ooga booga caveman like ooga ooga my cave, like you never hear about caveman ghosts. I'm just saying there's got to be a lot more dead cavemen than there are people now, So why are only ghosts now? Why are they only like more recent projections of people? Because I feel like some cavemen died violently. I know that didn't really have anything to do with conspiracies, but it was a little tangent. I hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, I feel like no matter what you do now, everything gets turned into a conspiracy, Somebody like your package guy keeps delivering to your neighbor's house, like your packages by accident. Like that happens to my house all the time. There's 3 of us in a row and the drivers come up and they're never really sure which door to leave it at. So then, you're you got to go find your package. Like you can look at that as a conspiracy. Maybe the government is trying to track my whereabouts, and if I don't come out of my house, then they can't be sure that I'm not, whatever. I don't know. It seems crazy, but at the same time, COVID. COVID put us in like a police state of mind because we were trapped, limited, and contained. And that's not a feeling that I think humans like. Like I think that's you do that if that's your go-to as like an authority over the public living space. Jeez, I'm high. I hope you're high. Hope you're enjoying the sesh. I feel like if that's your go-to, like you're there. I don't remember what I was saying. I just got high. What I am saying is this: that the government doesn't give us a lot of opportunity to believe that they're not committing conspiracies, right? And people are now so on edge from a very like marked moment in our history, our collective history, of containment, and we're not used to that, and so that containment has now taken multiple generations of people and focused their attention on the fact that life, because I don't like that life is a total conspiracy, and I feel like that's because you can't comprehend the fact that you basically got locked up for what was it, a year or two, you know because of COVID, and like it's just made everybody paranoid. Yeah, that's what I think. I think it was a bad move, governments. I think that the next time you try to do something, now you're gonna see it coming, because like people aren't letting it go, and there is way more stupid conspiracies though, dude. I think it's fine when you get. I feel like there's more merit to a conspiracy that happens like human to human, not like mythical creature, to life. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't know if you feel like conspiracy, like life is becoming one big conspiracy theory that everybody just like keeps like everything that happens is a conspiracy, dude. Yeah, it's getting crazy. So this week I smoked Cheeky Cherry by Not Safe for Work. It's a liquid diamond cart. It's it's a hybrid. It's a nice right down the middle high. Tastes like cherries. It's a vape cart. What can I say? I think it was like 90% THC because I again don't have the packaging anymore. Um, Tastes like cherries. It's a good hybrid high. It makes you feel nice and relaxed. It's social. I like social highs. You don't lose your train of thought too much, even though I did a couple times. I guess it does give you brain farts. Might be the brain fart weed. But either way, it's a good time. You don't really crash out. You just kind of get like a little pick me up, and then you ride it out for a bit, and then you're kind of back to baseline again. It's a good one. Yeah, Cheeky Cherry by Not Safe for Work. I'm pretty sure it was about 90 or 91%. It's tasty too. So that's what I was smoking this week. That's what I was thinking this week. And those are my thoughts off the stem for this week. I hope you enjoyed the sesh. Hope you come back next week with me, Justin Barone, on Thoughts Off the Stem on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, YouTube, Podchaser, Podbean, Pandora, Good Pods, everywhere. Everywhere you get a podcast, it's out there. And check out tots420.com for blogs. When the episode lists of episodes, place to watch the episode. Dude, I'm high. But yeah, check out tots420.com. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the sesh. Ask me questions if you want to know weed questions. I can answer those too, to a certain extent. And yeah, until next time, keep your lids low, baby.